How is everyone, and welcome to another Bitter Online video. This is a complete Valorant guide, and I'm going to break down exactly what you have to know before you jump into Valorant. Now, Valorant is coming out tomorrow, so there's never been a better time to upload this video. I've worked a hell of a lot into this, and I've put all the information I believe that you have to know, ranging from agents, map, plays on the map, choke points, guns, and contracts. All of this you have to know before downloading the game and jumping into it. If you find any of this useful, consider hitting subscribe. I upload every single day at 7 PM GMT. Anyway, let's jump straight into the video. Enjoy. So before you even begin to download Valorant, the first thing you're going to notice is there are 10 champions. In fact, when the game comes out tomorrow, there's going to be 11 agents. The new addition of Rayna, who is a Sentinel, is being added to the game. Now, you get 5 contracts at the start of your Valorant career. These 5 contracts are basically people who you choose to unlock, and then you have to unlock the 5 others by completing challenges and leveling up throughout the game. So the more you play, the more people you can unlock. This is done via your collectible tab at the top of your screen, as you will see. So the 10 agents that you're going to get to choose from are Phoenix, Jett, Viper, Sova, Cypher, Brimstone, Sage, Omen, Raze, Breach, and Rayna. All of these agents come under specific categories, 4 categories to be exact. The first one being Initiator. These are someone who engages in combat. This is a category that Breach falls into. Then you have Duelists. Duelists are people like Phoenix, Jett, and Raze. These are agents who are built for combat situations to take out the enemy. Then you have Controller. Someone like Brimstone, who offers map control with his smokes, is often put in this category. And then you have the Sentinel. And the Sentinel is someone who offers support for their team. Someone, for example, like Rayna and Sage. People who heal their team, who offer slows, who offer some more dynamic abilities with their walls and other abilities. But let's break down exactly who you're going to want to pick, and you can decide for yourself. I've ranked all of their abilities and their ranks in order. So first off with Phoenix. Phoenix is an A-tier duelist. His origins are from the United Kingdom, and he has his 4 abilities. The first one, Blaze, which costs 200 points and is a perfect wall that does damage and heals himself. He has his Hot Hands, which costs 100, which is a enemy damaging tool and also self-heals. Then you have your curveball. Your curveball is a blind for the enemy. It's basically a flash around corners, but be careful, it is free, it's your signature ability, but it can also blind your own team. And then his ult, which costs 6 points, is Run It Back. Run It Back is a second life for Phoenix, perfect for going around those corners and getting those picks before you res yourself. Next up we have Jett. Jett is a B-tier duelist. She has Cloudburst, which costs 100 coins and is a perfect smoke opportunity. You get 3 of these and they land where you put them. So don't forget, they don't drop, they land exactly where you throw them. Jett also has Updraft. Updraft costs 200 and is your boost up straight into the air. You want to do this with Tailwind, which is your signature ability, which is a movement forward. These are perfect mobility tools for getting in and out of situations. Jett's ult is called Blaze Storm, and it is cost 6 points, and it is a very skill-based ultimate, which basically leads her into being one of the hardest agents to master. Next we have Viper. She is a B-tier controller. She has her Snakebite ability, her Poison Cloud, her Toxic Screen, and Viper's Pit. Viper is one of the most solid picks that you can do in the game because not only does she have complete map dominance with her ultimate, she provides some insane smoke spots with her Poison Cloud. Next up we have Sova. Sova is an A-tier initiator. He has his Owl Drone, which is perfect for peeking around those corners. He has Shock Bolt, which provides really good early damage and corner clearance. He has his Recon Bolt, which is his signature ability, which is perfect for looking what's in that area that you're about to push. A really good recon arrow. And his ultimate, Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury is a definite solid ability. It's very difficult to get a pick with in the higher tiers, but it's perfect for clearing out bomb sites, especially if you hear the enemy plant. Next up, we have Cypher. Cypher has Trapwire, Cypher's Cage. His signature ability is Spy Cam, and his ultimate Neutral Theft. He is a very, very strong pick if you're looking for vision. Cypher's whole kit is based around it. He is an A-tier Sentinel and is perfect for the team game. Next, we have my personal favourite, Brimstone. Brimstone is an A-tier controller. He has his stim beacon, providing the team with ultimate abilities, faster reload speeds, and faster firing rates. He has Incinerary, which is perfect for damaging enemies. Just be careful not to damage your own team. Then he has his signature ability, Sky Smoke. You get 3 of these abilities, all of them signature. Perfectly place your smoke on maps, cutting off choke points and allowing your team to push. He has Orbital Strike as his ultimate, leading a extremely powerful anti-defuse and anti-plant tool. As soon as you hear them, just whack that baby on and they'll be sure to die. Next, we have Sage. Sage is again a Sentinel, but she is an S tier. She has her barrier, she has her slow orb, she has her signature healing orb, and the strongest ultimate on the game, Resurrection, bringing any of your teammates back from the dead. Her healing orb is extremely powerful, healing yourself or the teammates, and her slow orbs can be perfect for just making sure the enemy cannot defuse in time. Next, we have Omen. He is a C tier controller. He has Shrouded Step, Paranoia, Dark Cover, which is his signature, and his ultimate, From the Shadows. From the Shadows is definitely a difficult ultimate to pull off due to the visual and audio bugs which have been happening in the game. Hopefully these will be fixed, which will make him a stronger tier of a agent to pick. Next up is my second favourite, which is Raze. Raze has the Boombot, Paint Shells, her signature Blast Packs, and ultimate Showstopper. Her ultimate Showstopper is one of the biggest, most overpowered ultimates in the game, guaranteeing at least 1 kill if on target. Her Blast Pack is probably the biggest mobility tool going. Don't forget to use that with your Boombot. You can boost your Boombot using your Blast Pack. And then finally, we have Breach. Breach is an A-tier initiator. He has Aftershock, Flashpoint, Fault Line, which is his signature, and his extremely powerful ultimate, Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder is sure to knock up enemies for a very long cooltime of 7 seconds, meaning your team is free to pick off those bodies just waiting to be killed. So those are the agent tier lists which you should definitely pick from. Now, the way their ultimate and abilities work is you have a signature ability per agent, you have the ultimate ability, and then you have your ability 1 and ability 2. The ability 1 and ability 2 need to be purchased on each round, but your ultimate ability and signature literally come to you for free. The ultimate you will get by getting kills. Each one, for example, Phoenix needs 6 kills to get his ultimate, or you can plant the bomb, that also classes as a kill or a point. And then the signature ability you get every single round or every 2 kills within that round. So just keep that in mind when picking your champion. People like Raze are very powerful with that double kill, especially when I kept making it so easy to get 2 kills in a round. And now you know the agents, let's take a look at the maps. In Valorant currently there are 3 maps. I'm not going to break down the new map because when that comes out that's going to be a separate video. But the 3 maps that are currently in the game are Haven, Bind and Split. Now all of these maps offer different choke points, different obstacles to overcome, but first off let's start with Haven. Haven is a very, very different map to the others, having 3 points. You have A, B and C, unlike the others that have just A and B. So the choke points on this map are from either side. You have C long, which is a common choke point. You have A ramp and A short. Then you have B doors and garage. Haven is played like so. You have 2A, usually one on heaven or long, and then you have someone on short or towers. B, you would have someone around B box covering door into mid window. Then you would have someone on garage or C window covering mid doors to bottom mid. And then you have someone around this back of C covering C long into the cubby. this is how you would defend. If you are attacking, you need to find these choke points. They are the only way in. I recommend possibly doing a split push on A or a split push on B. C is definitely the hardest one to get into. So let's take a look at our next map, which is Bind. Bind has an A and B point. Both of these are very difficult to overcome. What you want to be doing here is putting 3 on A, 2 on B. On B, one of you needs to be covering B long, one of you needs to be covering window, hookah into B short. On A, one of you covers heaven, one of you covers A short, one of you covers showers and bath. If you're attacking, I recommend B, 2 of you going window, 3 going long, or vice versa. And if you're going A, I do 2 showers, 3 to cubby to A port. This is the only way you can really do it here. But again, on this map, you have something different to the other maps, which is portals. So for example, you have a portal going from A to B. As you can see here, I'll put a picture up of the map. You want to be using that to your advantage. And then you've got B port, which goes all the way from B long to A lobby. That's a huge rotation tool right there. You want to be sure to be using that. So Split is a funny map. You have A side and B side, but the whole reasoning behind Split is mid control. So you want to focus really heavily on mid vent, mid male, and B main. What I like to play is 1B main, 1B mid male, and then 1B mid vent. The other two would go A rafters and A ramp. This way you can choke them when they come into A main from A lobby, and you can choke them at B when they come from B lobby to B main, and from B link to bottom mid to top mid. These are the points that you want to be choking out, and if you are attacking, it is all about the mid control. This way, if you get mid control, you can split off to B or split off to A, or you can even low rotate to sewer or B main. There's so many options with Split. But what guns do you use? You know what agents you've got, you know how to play the maps, but what guns do you think that you should be using? So here I have a tier list of the guns which I personally think are the most favourable. Some of them you're going to want to be using different training tools to learn them. However, these are what I feel are the strongest for Valorant at the start of the game. Let's start off with S tier. So the Spectre, Phantom, Vandal and Operator are the god tier guns. The Spectre is the go-to when you are ecoing. I'm doing a whole video on how to eco properly in the game, so be sure to watch that. But I would definitely recommend mastering the Phantom, Vandal and Spectre. An Operator is your sniper rifle. I wouldn't recommend going for that unless you are super ahead in your eco. Now, A tier, you have the Sheriff, the Marshal, and the A-Res. The A-Res is probably one of my favourite LMGs in the game. It's even more preferable than the most expensive. The A-Res is the cheapest option. The Marshal is extremely accurate based, but again, in those early rounds when the enemy cannot afford heavy shield, it's a guaranteed one-hit kill. And the Sheriff is the equivalent to a Desert Eagle. One shot in the head will kill any enemy. Now, B tier are Stinger, Guardian, and Odin. Odin is a really difficult gun to use. It's an LMG. The Guardian is a one-hit, one-kill wonder. You have to be extremely accurate, but if you can hit headshots, the Guardian is the go-to. And then you have Stinger. It's kind of an SMG. It's got a very low round capsule, and I wouldn't recommend using it unless you are desperately trying to climb up those points. And then you have C tier, which I recommend you never go for. You have Ghost, Bucky, Judge, and Bulldog. The Judge, I would say, is a great early tool if you are keeping those tight corners. It is a rapid-fire shotgun, which most often is a one-hit kill. The Bucky is a definite no-go. I would not touch it. And the Bulldog and Ghost are great eco options. So if I were you guys, try and learn the recoil patterns and spray patterns of your S tier guns before going into anything else. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this guide. I'm going to do another guide tomorrow on the new game modes and agent. And then I'm going to be doing an eco guide on Wednesday. I hope you are enjoying it. Thank you so much for everyone for the support recently. For now, it's been bitter. Stay safe, everyone, and peace.